Should be an interesting ride down to the surface.
I always have time for you.
Come on, I'm never too busy to make time for you.
That's not true.
No, but I am glad you came by.
No, that's more accurate.
I gotta be precise with you, huh?
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
All aboard!
Go on, he said.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole, steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
Have a playthrough where I completely bungle everything?
Train.
This doesn't seem like the kind of game that you actually bungle, because if you do something bad, like you restart. So, like, I guess you make the choice where everyone hates you.
I'd rather not leave right now. More important things on my mind.
Do it, Doug! Do it. Do it. Oh, man! You could have just shown the back of her head. You didn't need to show them not doing anything.
You got a deal.
Because that's how I kiss. You barely... Here, hold on. Let me just show you. That's the best way to kiss, is you barely touch... You put your lips out, but you barely touch, and then you just hold it there. And you don't move or anything. That's the best way to kiss. You're learning stuff. Desert Raven, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate it.
Be seeing you.
Oh, fuck. I just realized she's dead now. Look at this. Look at this goodbye. I kissed her goodbye. She is fucking toast. Oh, her survivability just went down a lot.
Etzelarda Diaz. If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go. All right, where were we?
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
But her collar was yellow. Yellow collars are red collars. Or red, yellow shirts are red shirts in TNG. Red shirts are for command in TNG. Yellow shirts, they're the red shirts. Hey, Crimson Cage!
As soon as they said they had a relationship out loud.
You're right, Crimson Cage. You are absolutely right.
You want to take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it. Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
Running now. Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
Oh, right stick. Right stick, dude. You have 2 sticks.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables are out of range.
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
Warp field pressure returned non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different
No, it doesn't. Doesn't help us either.
The Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah. it should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1. 1.2. 1.3. Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
Well, we can. We can do it on impulse power. It'll just take 9,000 years or whatever. I'll tell you what, laying low, the game director was like, the game needs more eyebrow intensity. Now, listen, eyebrows are the keys to like animated emotions. Like, I shit you not. Eyebrows show the most emotion of any facial feature, I swear. Also, Mini Tuxedo, what are you doing with 20 gifted subs, you crazy motherfucker? Thank you very much for gifting out subs to Eric Deluxe, Adirondir, Captain Sinbad, Gortash, Tiny Monsters, Mickey Tethered, Dixon Harry Sachs, Jan P, Wayward Chimp, Sonny Gilverhand, D Castle, Droogie Drew, Ender W42, the White Ryu, Louis Henrique, Told This, a Brady, Six Sage One, Big Walter, and Mo Sherry.
Hail Berserkers!
I am a crazy motherfucker! Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Seat of power.
Ambassador Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari. We are honored you've come. My name is Tylos Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours, and this is Commander Jara Rydick, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find she has a keen mind, and unique insight into the dynamics between the Hotari and the Lydians.
It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise, I hope...
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation, the reigning authority in the galaxy. Or so we've been led to believe. Whether that's
oh shit, they got Ninja Turtle hands! Oh,
but
never mind.
Way, we're grateful
they have 3
for
fingers.
Time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
This is Galvin, and this is Citron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
More eyebrow acting. And these are the Dicnosians. Dicnosians? These are the people from the Starfleet.
Last time we ever have to come here. If you'll excuse me.
I think we're about to begin.
Did you hear the arrogance from that guy? I don't know what we're walking into here, but that guy was something.
That may be true. But let's keep an open mind going into the negotiations. Hopefully he's just one voice amongst many.
Then let's hope he's the outlier.
The Hotari have invited us as their guests, so we must show them the proper respect.
Did Spock like that? Tell me Daddy Spock liked it! No, I don't know if he liked it! I want him to be proud of me! Did he not bow? Show some deference, dude. Yeah. There you go. Come on now. There's always that one dude. There's always that one fucking character in your party. If you're playing D&D or any other role-playing game, like a tabletop with your friends, there's always one fucking asshole probably playing a dwarf going, I'm not bowing. It's like, dude, they're gonna kill us. Just bow. Just bow once. No, I will not bow. Like, come on, man. We're gonna get everything we fucking want right now if you just... Nope, not happening. You rotten motherfucker, just bow! It doesn't hurt you!
Ambassador Spock, welcome to Holtari Prime.
The honor is mine, Your Majesty.
That the Federation would send one of their most respected representatives is not only an honor to the Holtari people and their queen, but recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we? With all due respect to the Federation and their ambassador, they have no authority here. We are not members of their alliance. We are not subject to their rule, nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Elydian control, as it has been for centuries and will be for centuries more. That has always been our understanding.
That understanding has changed.
Then you invite war.
And if you cannot remain silent, you will be silenced. But his point is well taken. What is the Federation's interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at you.
And we need that. We need the lithium crystals, baby. So we're kind of trying to play both sides here until we see which one comes out on top, and then they're going to be our best friend.
Your request, Your Majesty.
For now.
I'm trying to keep an open mind here, but it's not easy. I thought they wanted us here.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Oh, no. My apologies.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not part
She
of...
can speak for herself, can't she? Then let her.
Oh shit, you got told, Cappy. You better trim that mustache.
Now then, what is your name?
Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty.
Being a Kobliad, you would know better than anyone. Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians.
Oh shit, so the Cardassians were all up in lots of fucking people's business, huh? I knew they were assholes, but I thought they were just assholes to one in particular, but...
Their injustice towards the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elydians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elydians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The blood is on their hands, not ours.
Quiet! If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong, to get out from under their control, would you take it?
Look,
or would you negotiate?
If you had one shot to negotiate peace, would you take it?
There is no remedy for what the Kobliad suffered, and I fear who we might have become in pursuit of it. There is no justice if the oppressed become the oppressor. So I would willingly accept a peaceful resolution if it were offered. That is the real opportunity.
Daddy?
Perhaps.
Daddy?
Commander Ryder.
Daddy like...
Perhaps.
Daddy proud?
Unfortunately.
No!
That was not the case.
Where's my daddy proud? No!
It was not.
Peace is often elusive to those
he looked proud
who need it most. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance in the galaxy. It's widely known we have an abundance of dilithium in our mines. And it's in your interest to secure a steady supply.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Ambassador Spock would have us believe you're here as a neutral party in the interest of peace.
I mean...
So why are you leaving? I want the truth, not your Federation rhetoric.
It's possible the Federation has an interest in both peace and securing a steady source of dilithium. One does not preclude or prevent the other. But that's just my personal opinion.
Given the Federation has done business with the Elidians for decades, I would agree. It's entirely possible, if not highly likely.
But they haven't
No, neutral! No!
The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without Elidian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies! The Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries. So tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Elidians? Can only be one or the other, not both.
So I have to make the decision now? There's no good options here. This is the Kobayashi Maru. Everybody loses. I kind of want to do nothing. Yeah, I'm going to see what happens. You fuckers. I thought this was a Telltale game. The timer means nothing? All right. Oh, fuck. I don't have a coin. I was going to flip a coin, but I don't have, like... Who has loose change anymore? Everybody pays for everything with a card. All right. Time to roll that D2. Okay. 1 is Hotari, 2 is Elidians. Let's flip a coin because it's fair. Oops. Elidians. Let's go.
If there can only be one, then it would be in the best interest of all involved if the Elidians resumed operation of the mines.
And that is why we should not trust our fate to the Federation.
She speaks sense. You do well to listen to her.
And you do well to hold your tongue.
We will take back our minds by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
So not me. Probably.
I would agree, Ambassador Spock.
Okay. That seemed devious. Seemed like she just had an idea to kill everybody in the room besides her people.
I think this is best left to those of us with more experience in diplomatic matters.
Oh shit, they're gonna kick me down to the kids' table, y'all. Oh shit. Gonna kick me down to the kids' table where they have olives on their fingers and they don't have table manners. Oh, this is all part of Spock's plan to get me in good with, like to get me, like, the spy shit, maybe. Okay.
Cover everything on the diplomatic front. You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers.
There we go.
We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
Let me just slowly walk up here like Terminator. Nice bike. Call to John. I know this hurts. Call to John.
Commander, after hearing so much
Shepard,
about the Federation's
Rex.
sense of fairness and justice, I was surprised that you sided with the Illyrians. In all honesty, I expected more, especially from someone like you.
To be clear, I'm not on either side of this conflict. Our only interest is peace.
And dilithium.
On the Illyrians' terms, apparently.
I assume you were there, the day the mines were seized from the Illyrians.
Zeke
Not seized. Reclaimed. And restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive. Before the Illyrians could even realize their worst nightmares upon them.
Did you have help from someone else?
Hotari stands alone against the Illyrian forces. We don't need help from anyone.
Okay.
They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship. Ready to contend with anything the Illyrians might have in store.
Is it? I mean, we had to retrofit stuff,
is
so
that
like,
not
I don't know if
true?
it's the best, right?
Maybe I've misjudged it.
I wouldn't say state of the art.
Yeah.
But the Resolute is plenty capable and can hold its own against just about anything.
Let's hope so. Because at the moment, it's the only thing preventing them from wiping us off the map.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
Lebowski, dude, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. I will appreciate water. That's what the prompt said. It said, appreciate water. Okay. And I said soothing. Side quest done.
Such rough terrain. No wonder the Hotari are so tough.
Yeah, I had to bless the Maker in his water. Bless the coming and going of him.
Commander Rydek, I have to admit, I was surprised when you said the Illidians should control the dilithium trade. I was under the assumption the Federation was neutral, but maybe I was wrong.
I'm sorry. It was wrong of me
Oh,
to
that's
side
not what
with
I
the
wanted to
Illidians.
say.
We are here to help find a peaceful resolution to this conflict. That's all.
Oh well.
I saw you speaking with Sidron, our national hero. I'm curious, what did he say?
He seems to be of the opinion that negotiating for peace is a waste of time.
Because force is the only blunt instrument he understands. He's a miner, not a diplomat.
No, I thought it was gonna be like, I'm sorry you feel that way kind of a thing.
Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong.
You know, the non-apology apology.
New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now, they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse, depending on your perspective.
I take it they're against a negotiated peace with the Illidians.
Heroes tend to want more of what made them heroic. If it were up to them, they'd wage all-out war and bring ruin upon us all.
Ruin has come to the
My
Illidians.
fear has been that the Illidians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
Do you think it has something to do with the ion storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Illidians weren't willing to risk their ships, given all the interference. Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security. I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines. I've made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist. I strongly suspect they're hiding something.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. But that's what concerns me. Whatever they're hiding, it can't be good.
How can we know?
I'd better see what's happening.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding?
And tell me, because I'm trustworthy.
I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
Wow, holy shit, okay. That was fast.
Thank you. I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you were speaking with the Hotari this whole time. I figured it might be useful if I offered another perspective.
They were just the first in line down the hallway, dickhead! Literal dickhead!
I fully expected you to side with the Hotari, but obviously the Federation wants a steady supply of dilithium. Something only we can offer. Without Illidian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. Left to the Hotari, it would be nothing short of a disaster.
Restoring the status quo and returning the mines to Elydian control offers a stability that can be mutually beneficial.
Well said. In that case, everyone wins, and there's no need for bloodshed.
Yep.
Major Sarlet Arminta, Special Attaché, Elydian Armed
You
Forces.
too.
Pleasure to meet you.
What do we do?
I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity. Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told. Of course, I wasn't there. But who am I to say otherwise?
Something tells me there's more to the story. So what really happened?
Kahito, thank you for the Prime sub.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt. How else do a bunch of unarmed, unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines? I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives, that it was more than just the storm, that somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
Yo, Strider, thank you for getting a sub to my Stinky Slinky.
If you'll excuse me, Commander Ryder.
Great name. All right, time to report my findings to Captain Solano. And also, man, those butts, they are high. They got butts high up on the torso. Well, yeah, look at that. They got to really lean back into the toilet. I'm going this way, right? I hope. Because I don't get a faster walk, I don't think. Oh, there we go! Click the stick! Oh, I pressed all the buttons, but I didn't click the stick. There it is. I get a little joggy jog. Hooray!
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari
my mustache
refused to
fell
concede
off.
anything, so the Elydians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
The choice review quote you're after.
Resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
What happens if I don't, though? Why have a timer at all?
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself?
Space itself?
You're saying something about this region of space?
Sorry, I just want to be
prevents
included.
Warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We need to know more.
Otherwise, it'll be an extended stay in the Hotari system.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp travel?
We must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
Sometimes we need a little inspired thinking, Mr. Chovak. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clearer picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
I will! That made me very happy! I'll prep a shuttle! And I helped!
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
All right, right trigger to fly forward, left trigger to fly backward. R to turn, L to strafe. Storm will push your shuttle around, stay focused on your, and maintain your course. Okay. The Onyx Storm will fill your path with dangerous hazards, green lightning, and will damage your shuttle. Taking damage 3 times will fail the mission. You can fly through the rings created by the storm if you pilot carefully. Oh my god, it's Superman 64 all over again. Follow the lit path to reach the next waypoint. The navigation computer displays information about the area around you. Exclamation point indicates a storm hazard. A parentheses indicates an asteroid. Okay. Oh my god, it's actually like air. It's yeah, it's up is down.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
Oh, that's okay.
Mr. Diaz, do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
Says you!
Chovak probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
Nah, Lieutenant Commander Chovak's not so bad.
Oh, God!
Once you get used to him. And, I've learned a lot working under him.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to work harder to be a political animal like you.
I'm a political animal, did you hear that? Wow, this is riveting. Honestly, I don't think I can get any more erect.
This is far enough.
Holy fuck, are you kidding? All right.
Transporting the first probe into position.
Oh my god, it's a Hitachi! We're gonna pleasure those asteroids out of our way.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
Problem?
Don't get me wrong. Things are definitely trending up with Commander Rydek. She's put my ideas into action. And she listened to me when your life was on the line out on the hull.
That sounds like a good thing.
It is. But I'm still trying to figure out if she's right for the job. She didn't go through what the rest of us did. But still got chosen to be #1. Can't tell if she was actually siding with me, or if we just fell on the same side.
Well, from what I know, Rydek's a real leader.
She's a real great leader. Talk me up. Talk me up.
From a first officer? Sure.
Fair enough.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space.
Yeah.
We need to get another probe out there.
Vincent, thank you for giving a sub to Fat Waffle.
With 2 points of data.
Welcome, Fat Waffle.
In the probe, we've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there. Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydek showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer. What a load of crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
Well, if you're asking, I think you're a people person. Well, here we are. Me, an enlisted officer. You, one of the senior staff. Talking like old buddies.
I should send Solano to talk to you.
Bring him on.
I'm sure you can handle him. You've got potential. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work, and who knows? A solid jack of all departments like you could be Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too.
How about a promotion?
So put me up for promotion. I'm ready for my next challenge.
Well, I think you're going to have to prove that to your boss, Chovak, first.
Wait, you're not my boss?
He's the one who has to put you...
I have so many bosses!
If I were first officer, it would be different.
Well, then I'll just have to change Commander Chovak's mind. I'll work hard and better, and he won't be able to ignore it.
That's right!
You've got grit. I'll give you that.
Dude. Really? Man, that was challenging, man.
Stop the engines. Deploying the probe.
We come in peace. Shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace. Shoot to kill them.
Another sampling of data.
Very good.
Thank you,
Running
Selner.
simulation again.
22 months, baby.
Field collapse in 3, 2, 1. On.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
That sounds good. Locate interference peaks.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more. Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
That's no moon!
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
toilet paper. Here to wipe out the Klingons.
Thank you for the tap.
These concentrations.
It's an old
Line
joke.
up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
But it checks out.
Whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger. Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. But one thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the
69 months.
Nice, Pizza Wagon. Nice.
Here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say That is highly likely.
Daddy likes
What are
me!
they afraid of?
Daddy agrees! Daddy Spock!
Tylus, the
Give me
Hotari
that green,
representative
Daddy
said
Spock!
She thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was convinced the only thing the Illydians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
I don't think the Illydians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
God, I can't get over how good this guy's doing an impression of Leonard Nimoy. It's so good.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illydians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Oh, she's FaceTiming me?
I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I hate it when people FaceTime me and don't tell me that's what they're doing.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so
Master
appreciate
Chief?
your help.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
I guess I'll receive it.
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
No, that was a blue screen of death. We have to completely reboot the entire system.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
We have to help her. Send another shuttle.
We're not doing anything yet. Not until we know more. Let's see the scan of whatever.
Oh, the captain liked that, I guess. Okay, sure. But, man, I can't get a read on this mustache.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption and targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Hell yeah, Spock. Daddy Spock coming in. The rescue.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
1. 1. Are you listening to me? 1. Okay, there we go.
It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, about
Not
that.
much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Why don't you just walk over and get it? Oh, that's why. Wait, no, that's the plasma welding torch. That's not what I want. And why is this so slow? Jesus Christ, it's like fucking molasses. So I pick up the wrong one on purpose? I'm gonna show off. Are you impressed yet?
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Okay, I'll do it. Let me just fire it up, and let me just put it right there. Done!
Here, I'll help.
Oh, yeah! You don't need that tool, we're all using our hands!
We've got this.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Oh!
I thought security was the detail to be on. Now all of a sudden you're interested in engineering?
Just the engineer.
Neutral?
Start
That
pulling.
was a good joke! What are you doing giving me a neutral? Horse shit. Oh, left turn. Oh shit, what do I gotta do? Oh, just take them all out? Okay. Oh, drop one. Okay, let me grab it real quick. There we go.
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Right. Yeah. What you said.
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Yeah,
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination. Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue.
Okay.
You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Just leave it there for now. Messing around with it could be dangerous. At least until we know more.
That's exactly why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Always agree with the one who gives you booty.
Just for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk
Oh shit, they're fighting over me, guys!
Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you think you could do it without getting in trouble.
I'll find a way.
Be very careful.
Or don't, I don't care. I don't like you anyway.
Okay, stand back.
Oh, a mini cube teleporter? That shit's awesome.
We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Dude, with something like that, you could pull off the Hitchhiker's Guide, like teleport the teleport their underwear into the box, like right off of their body into the box. Oh shit! Yeah.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast? But she usually doesn't scare easy.
Now, you can't tell me you're not a little spooked, too. We all should be.
Believe me, I'm taking it seriously. But Miranda talking about sending a distress call on her own? That's going too far.
Oh, neutral.
You didn't seem to think so.
Damn it.
She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
Have you ever met a redhead? Not likely.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda, too.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, The system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Okay. No, not that one. That's it, motherfucker. Who is it?
99.2% match.
Got it.
Who is it? The Takan Empire? Wait, who are those guys?
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Takan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
I can't speculate about how much they know, but one thing's for sure. They know how to use it.
Indeed.
Yeah, Takan technology.
How they seized control of
Technology.
and targeted us with a weapon that prevents warp travel.
Oh, that's where they meet the Ferengi with the laser whips. Is that where, that's not where, Tasha Yar dies, right? That's not the same one, right? No. Oh, it's like episode 2. Yeah, the Ferengi are like, they show them like, they're really like feral-ish. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the laser whips and shit. Yeah, yeah. No, I remember the tar pit. Yeah, I know how she dies, but I wasn't sure if it was the same episode or not, but it's been a long time.
What is the last recorded discovery of other Takan artifacts?
On stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Touchdown the Clown is here. What's up, baby?
Years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of
good old Riker.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence. There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
These nuts! Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Lisa, not game!
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
Tetrametric? No way!
Takan technology on board right now?
That's gonna be my DJ name at Burning Man.
I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. We're up against something greater than we can imagine.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree.
All right, I'll take Mustache
right,
Daddy's
diplomatically
approval
of course.
if I can't get Daddy Spock.
Right. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
Right there, by the big yellow flag.
What the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against. And to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. But given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone.
Fuck!
I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The
Wait, you said
priority is
alone,
avoid
though.
detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Yes, sir. I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good. Of course, you'll have full support from the Resolute, and we'll make sure we take every precaution.
Every precaution.
Where have I heard
Get
that
in touch
before?
with Tylus and make the necessary
Oh,
arrangements
Daddy
as
liked me, but
swiftly as
Chin
possible.
didn't.
Bridge to Captain Solano.
Well, Chin was neutral to
The
me.
Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
We looked it up, and it's this dude. Piotr Michael is the actor who does the voice of Leonard Nimoy, and he's fucking amazing.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
Okay, hold on. Yep. All right. We'll cut that right there. I want to finish this. I definitely want to finish this. We'll probably have to wait. I mean, we're going to have to wait till next week, but I do want to get at least one more